A few little updates since last video. First of all, we have been pranked. Someone has placed spruce wood or spruce trees all the way around our base. Apart from a few little areas like that, and also over there where the river is, there has been a lot of spruce wood. I've dug a little hole right there so we can get through. I've also collected some cows so we can start getting leather and food. And I now need to destroy all these trees because I have a plan to build a tree farm right there. Although we might not need it after cutting down all of these. Also off camera, we did get given this by Nuke. And it's an elytra with some fireworks. And I was also given some smithing templates and netherite. But I don't remember who gave that to me. I will, if I find out, have their name on screen. And I've just been sitting AFK farming iron so we can get a lot of andesite. And then also farming andesite as well. There was some cave that I dug over there. Also off camera, there was an incident which caused my base to be griefed. It might not look the exact same than it did in the last video, but it looks pretty much the same, as this whole area was destroyed by a griefer. Now what I want to try, is there a limit to how many trees this can cut down? So for example, if I was to do something like that and bring all these away from the floor, and then I was to have the saw cut this one log, how much of this tree will be destroyed? I'm guessing there's a cap, so I need to place that the other way. So if I was to do that, how much of this is it going to cut down? Is it only going to be the one tree? It don't cut down anything. Why is that? Is that because there's so much here it don't class it as a tree anymore? Or is there another reason for that? Let's try this log right here. Is this going to cut down anything? Or maybe it's just because there's so much touching the ground. So maybe if I do something along the lines of this, where I like destroy all the blocks touching the ground. So in this one area, there are now no blocks touching the ground apart from this one. So let's now see if I cut this one down, is it going to break anything? I don't think it's going to. Oh, it did. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't actually think it was going to do that. I thought there was going to be a cap to how many blocks it could break. But apparently not. So I guess that's what we need to do then. I'd also need to break all of these saplings now also, just so no more grow. This is also going to get us a lot of spruce wood, I guess, so maybe we won't need a tree farm. Well, I have now removed a lot of the logs touching the ground. I'm hoping I haven't missed any. I think that there's just this one left to do. And I have also like cut it off right here, just because I think doing the whole lot all in one could crash the server because of all the logs that will be dropped on the floor. So currently I've done from there all the way around to here, and in this area I can do afterwards. But I don't know if this is going to crash the server or not. I'm hoping it doesn't. I believe this is the only log that is touching the ground out of this chunk. So I guess if I place that right there and then place that right there, let's just have a look. I don't think any more were touching the ground. It seems like I did miss quite a lot of logs that were touching the ground in this area, but I think I have now broken them all. So let's just do this saw and see. And okay, it's only done part. So I've just thought, if it don't need to be a tree, maybe we could just do something like this, where I just connect a load of random logs together. That might work, although once again I'm not too sure like the requirements the saw looks for when it can break a block. I don't know if it just looks to see if it's a log. But I guess let's try this. There are no logs that are touching the ground apart from this one right here. And if I connect it to the rest of them, then I guess it should count. So let's try this and see how much this clears. I'm hoping it clears like this whole load, but it did. Okay, so it is literally just looking for connected logs. That's a lot easier than I thought. I thought it was looking for like leaves and certain requirements for a tree to be formed, but I guess not. So we can get rid of this a lot easier. There's no magnet item, I don't think, so we can't pick up all of these logs. But I guess anyone can come and take some of them because there's way more than I'm going to need. Well, I have been doing some new things on the server. I have, first of all, built a wheat farm over there so we could get a load of wheat, as then I can breed up the cows to get some leather and also some food. And I have also planted a lot of sugarcane just so we can get sugarcane growing. But I've also done two other things. First of all, we've now got a door in the back of the mushroom, and this door goes down to a storage room, or just a load of drawers, which we have. I am also using some tough blocks right here. This is a fine tough pillar. And then I'm also using some Troden Tuff. And this is where I'm putting bulk storage, because we are getting a lot of resources now that I don't want to waste chest space for. And then the ceiling is also just some mushroom blocks. But I do also have a lot of diamonds, and let me show you how I got these diamonds. So them diamonds have come from this area. Let's throw the elytra on because this is quite the tunnel. And you can see I have slowly been mining this whole tunnel out. Now I haven't been doing it by hand because within Create, that's kinda dumb. I have been using a mining machine, which you can see right here. I currently have it as a 8x8. And inside of these chests is a lot of deep slate where we've also been mining. I have taken out all the good resources. I end up with 50 diamonds and also 34 ores from the floors and the ceilings around that I mined with Silk Touch, because that's the only pickaxe I currently have. And the reason I've now come back down here is because I want to take this. Oh, there's quite a lot of XP. Let's take this because the XP will also be good. But I've come down here to collect this because I now want to take it to the nether so we can try and mine for some ancient debris. This tunnel is just under our base and I don't know how long it is. Maybe that's something we should calculate later. But one thing about this farm, it doesn't break when lava or water flows into it, which is a good thing. Because if that wasn't the case, this would have broke because we bumped into like 3 big massive lava lakes. I have also removed all the trees from around us, and it took me about 2.5 hours. I ended up with like 3,000 logs. Now let's head to the nether and mine for some ancient debris, because once we have ancient debris, we can then get some netherite armor and tools, which will then make building a lot easier. But we're also going to have to go a little bit away from here because I'm pretty sure the majority of this area has already been dug out. So I guess let's just fly in this direction. There's also someone's portal right there. Although I do want to get out the Basalt Delta. I think the Basalt Delta is definitely not a biome I want to be digging in, just because it's really annoying. So I guess around about here should be good. If I dig down on this block, maybe not with the magma, we want to go down to about 15. Or do we want to go lower than that? Because this is an 8x8 mining drill. So I think let's dig some of these blocks out, as we need like a 5x5 area, I think, ready. Now we need to do this. We need to place a rail right there. And then we need to place the contraption on the rail. And that should do that. There we go. Now what I need to do is that barrel has got deep slate in it and also rails. That's perfect. And then I think I just need to grab some coal. If I grab some rails out of here, let's just place a few rails and then that should be enough to get it started. I now just need a little bit of coal. And if I click the coal on that, that should start the machine, which it seems like it is. And it seems like I didn't dig it out big enough because the system has got stuck. And there we go. Just a little quick explanation of how this works. The machine is moving due to this being a furnace minecart. And the whole thing is placing blocks here. So if there's a hole in the ground, that will place down a block there to stop it from falling. And this one is placing rails. This one is then breaking the rails. It does also seem like we will uncover some ancient debris. That is lava. But yeah, you can also see if lava does flow, it doesn't break the farm due to the rails stopping it where it needs to have the rails. And all I need to do is just go through and replace some blocks so lava doesn't get too out of hand. There's some ancient debris up there. There is also some right there. So I guess let's now dig around for ancient debris until we have as much as I want to grab. So the tunnel has been dug about, I would say 3-ish hundred blocks. You can see how long the tunnel is if I land here. And then I fly back down. I don't want to waste too many firework rockets, but I do want to show how long the tunnel is already. You can see it's a pretty long distance. And from mining like ancient debris that's been left over in the walls, I currently have 5. From the ancient debris that's been picked up by this machine, it should be in one of these chests. We're also going to get a lot of quartz from doing this. 11. So that takes us up to 16, which for full armor and tools, that's 8 ingots. So currently we're halfway there. We can get full armor or full tools. So I guess we just need to carry on mining for a little bit longer. But we are inside of 1.20, so we do need the smithing templates. But thanks to someone, I did get 2 of them, and you can duplicate these, I believe. Yeah, you can duplicate these with diamonds and netherrack, and we also have a lot of diamonds thanks to using this in the overworld. So I think we should be good with like the smithing template part. It is just getting the actual netherite, which is the problem at the moment. So it seems like the netherite is now going into this chest, and there is currently 3 in there. It seems like it's mining some more. It did mine 1 more. So is there more within the walls that it mined? I'm going to check these ones as well, because it could have gone over here, but it doesn't seem like there's any netherite in there. And there is more lava. I hate the lava in the nether because this whole mess is just caused by the one lava source. That was also a bit dumb. Hang on a second. How am I going to get through that? That's like a full lava lake. I guess one way I could do it is something along the lines of this. I just hope this isn't a big, massive lake. Otherwise, we are completely screwed. So if I do something along them lines, I should be able to get through pretty easily. If I just dig that down like that. I now need to like try and build a path going all the way through this tunnel. One way I guess I could do it is just dig into the wall and go like down here. It seems like the lava is still on them blocks, so I guess let's go maybe 1 more over. And it's still within the ceiling. Can I block it off? And there we go. I've dug out the other side of it. And it seems like there is still a lava source right there. Let's see, can I get rid of that one? As I think it's now run out of coal because there's no particles above the furnace. So I think I just need to break it now. That's more lava. And we can just pick it up by doing that. There we go. Perfect. And let's now have a look in all the chests to see if we've got any. I think it was going into this one. No. Maybe I took it out of one of these, so it should be in one of them. So we have 3 more, and I think that's all of it. So that's 27. I do also have some back at the base. I forgot about that. Is it in here? Yeah, I have 1 ingot, so I guess we might need like 1 more to have full netherite armor. Although, let's head back to the base now. I'm now back at the base. I just want to check. Okay, that is going pretty well. So now we have that done. I want to place this down so I can get a load of the resources out. As, no, wait, do we? Yeah, I want to place it down so I can get like the quartz. Do we have any rails inside of here? We don't, and we need a rail to place it down, I guess. So I've just crafted up some new ones, so we have them. If I place that there, let's place it 1 more forward, just because I don't want it to get interrupted by the terrain. And I can now go through this, grabbing out all of the quartz. I don't care about the netherrack or anything like that. So from that, we didn't get as much as I thought we would. We got, what is that, just under or just over 3 stacks. I was expecting to get more quartz, but I guess it's totally fine. Maybe it's because there's like no fortune effect, and if you mine it with fortune, you do obviously get a lot more. I guess let's now smelt up the ancient debris. I forgot, we are also going to need gold. So maybe I could grab all the gold out of here. So from that, we got 42 ingots. And I guess from there, that should be enough for all the netherite we have. I'm not too sure though. I guess we'll leave that to smelt. So I now have all of the netherite that's melted down. We have 3 remaining, but that's not enough for a ingot. So if I throw them in there like that, and then that in there like so, that is 6 ingots we have. And then I think inside of the backpack, we should have 1 more. That's 7 ingots. And then we have the 3, so we need 1 more netherite scrap to get full netherite armor and tools. Although I would like maybe 1 more ingot on top of that, because you like to have like a silk touch and a fortune pickaxe, which means that's 9 ingots. But these 7 are a start. It is now just a fact of duplicating these templates, which shouldn't be too hard. So if I throw that in there with some netherrack, no, that's definitely not right. Some diamonds and then some netherrack, that can now duplicate these a few times. And there we go. That is now 9 of them. I guess now it's just a fact of getting like good armor, because I don't want to enchant this stuff to netherite. It kind of is bad armor. So I guess the best way to do this is grab some emeralds. So I'm now making an enchantment table. I was going to trade with villagers, but I think it's going to be easier if we just like enchant the items ourselves. So I'm currently hunting for books. I have the obsidian I need. I also do have the diamonds, although I am going to have to waste one of these diamond ores because I need 1 extra diamond for the enchant. Is it 1 diamond or 2? I think it's 2. I only have 1 left because I spent all the others. That's a creeper. And that was close. Luckily, we have a data pack on that doesn't destroy blocks with creepers, because all these chests would be blown up and I'd have to pick up every single item. But anyway, that is now that. We have the books. I think that's everything we need then. We can now make the enchantment table. I now just need a lot of wood for the chests or for the bookshelves, and I do have a lot of that thanks to mining all them trees at the beginning of the video. And we have the perfect amount. We have 15 bookshelves with then 1 book spare and also everything else. So I would say let's put this maybe here for now, and I'll move it at a later date. So I now currently have 39 levels, and I'm going to enchant some of the armor, but I did just think I want to make the armor into netherite first, because netherite armor has a higher enchantability, which when putting that in an enchantment table, it means the enchantments you get should be better, which I guess would be good, because the better enchantments, then the less books and emeralds we have to waste trying to make it better after the first enchant. So I've got my smithing table. The next thing we are going to need is the armor. So let's do the leggings, and then let's do the chest piece. And the boots, we are currently using iron boots. Same with the helmet, I believe. So then I guess we're going to have to also do a fortune pickaxe. We're not going to do the fortune pickaxe as a netherite just yet though, because I want to see if we can get it good before I make it netherite. Because once it's netherite, we can't like add any more diamond tools to it. So if I throw that in there with that, I'm breaking 3. I guess we could go for that because it could be fortune as well. And there's no fortune, although we could go and buy a fortune book. Let's try the armor. So diamond armor wants to give us protection 4. That's not bad. Protection 4 unbreaking. All that needs is mending. So now I have a fortune 3 book, and that is now going on the pickaxe. So all we need on this one is mending and then also efficiency 4 just to make that efficiency 5. And we can now break up all of these diamonds. So now let's mine these. There's about 30 diamond ore here. And we got a stack and 7. I'm definitely happy with that, as all I need to do is just go and throw that into a mine, and it should get me a load more. So now we need to make a helmet and then some boots. And there we go. We can now turn these into netherite. And there we go. There is the enchantment, or achievement, not enchantment. Let's now try and get the enchantments. I don't have 30 levels anymore. Okay, I didn't notice that. That's probably because I threw that onto the pickaxe or the fortune. So this is pretty much done. It's now just a helmet, the leggings, and the boots. But I'm going to have to farm more levels for that. So let's maybe leave that off for now, because I want to get a building around that crop farm. So I now have a foundation set. I was going to build a tower here. I don't think I'm going to do that now. Just for the simple fact is, I think a tower would make it kind of big. And I put the foundation here just so we could work with what we have. If we head underneath this, the farm is still there. Let's dig in maybe the back. You can see the farm is still here working, and we can still access this chest, although the chest is full. But I think here we're going to have a bigger mushroom, and I have planned this out in creative mode. I know I said that I wanted to work a little bit without using creative, and it wouldn't look good in the end. But you can see we have a big mushroom, which uses a orange block, but I've got the smoothed red version, which is from Chipped. So let's get to work on this, and it shouldn't take too long to build. I have the majority of the blocks. I might run out of dark oak. In front of me, I have now finished the mushroom. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, and it also took a lot more dark oak than I thought. So that is what it looks like. I haven't added any detail. I have got some of these mushroom blocks to put detail in the top, and it looks cool. It's a lot bigger than these two that we have. And I think that's good, because then we have like the one center mushroom, and then these smaller mushrooms can maybe like circle around it. And then this does also hide the farm that is in here, which I'll have some kind of like door to enter at some point. But the main reason for building this is I want somewhere where we can maybe have something inside. And I think this is the perfect place. It seems like I've missed some of the roof. I didn't notice that. Let's break some of these blocks and have them go all the way down to the floor. So there we go. That is now the center part completed. And this center beam is going to be made out of dark oak planks, as I think how I want it is this will be a door here. I'm not exactly sure how we'll have the door. It might be just like a normal dark oak door, or I might have some redstone. I'm not too sure. Or maybe we could use something with create. I think we might be able to do some easy create door, which might be good because you can use like the mechanical pistons to pull multiple blocks if they're glued together. So we're going to have a center beam that goes all the way to the top right here. We don't want it to go to the very top. It's just going to come to this level, and I can just use these slabs to top that off. And we might have something inside of this mushroom, although we don't have like a lot of space. I think we could fit like some storage drawers or some chests. And I think the staircase is just going to circle all the way up, something like this, with the center part right there. Let's grab that log because all the dark oak is going to be useful. And there we go. So with that going up to there, I think we can then bring the slabs around. And with that now being done, that is now a staircase that goes from the bottom of the mushroom all the way to the top. I do need to add some lights just to light it up a little bit. And I do also need to finish the roof. I don't know how I forgot to place these blocks. I'm not exactly sure how these work. Oh, wait, we might not be able to do it because I forgot below us is the crop farm. Although this is like kind of at the edge, so I guess I could like destroy that. So if we have the piston, it would need to pull down 2 blocks. So let's signal that as them 2 blocks right there. No, it would need to be them 2 blocks because we'd need a floor level. So I'd need to pull it down like that. And then I think the mechanical piston will have to go there. This isn't going to get stuck or break that block, is it? No, it just goes straight through it. That is perfect. So there we go. That has made that work. We want to keep that block and let's just use a stone. So that is now spinning this. Now this will only spin when powered, I think. I just want to see how this gear shift works. Is it something that like flips depending on the redstone power it has? Let's just grab 1 piece of cobblestone because then I can make a lever and quickly just power this. How does that work? Okay, so when powered, it goes up. Is it when unpowered, it goes down? At least I hope that's how it works. So that is going up, and that does then close. When unpowered, yes, okay. So all I need to do is just power this block when I want the door to open, and then unpower it when I want the door to close. I found the moss, so let's place them 2 blocks down, and I can't place one there because that will like cut the redstone off, which we don't want it to do. So that should work if I do something along them lines, and then I place that block. So that is now closing, which is exactly what we want. Let's place a torch. If I now throw something on there, it then opens and then we can head inside, and we can't head inside until it's fully opened, which I guess does take quite a while, but I don't really care about that. And then the door will close after 5 minutes if I haven't gone out, or when I pick up the lever, which I can do at any time. I am also just trying to clean up some of this just to make it blend in and make it not look any different. And I guess we could just do that right there. And there we go. That now looks a little bit better. I've just randomly placed them just to break up the red texture a little bit. And not gonna lie, I think I like them blocks more than these blocks. I do need to add some of the white ones underneath and add some like hanging lanterns to make it glow. But I think I do like that, and it definitely does make for a center part of the mushroom village. Another thing I did do off camera is I filled in this lake. I was originally going to extend the lake through, but I think having it filled in looks better because then we can have like land here rather than a river. And it also makes the mushrooms, these 2 mushrooms, connect to this one a little bit more, rather than being broken up by some lake. So we're currently in a restaurant that Void's Weaver has built, and they're also getting help from Haven. It's pretty cool to see what people are doing on a server. Most of the time, the server does have quite a few people on, and if we have a look at the mini-map, this is where everything is. This is my base right here. We then have a lot of people that have claimed, and Tarek has also set up a rail that goes across like pretty much the whole server. You can see this is the rail, and it goes all the way down here to infinite space, and then also a few other bases it extends from. It's pretty cool to see what people are doing on the server, and to know that a lot of people are progressing through the server as well, with builds being set up absolutely everywhere. It also does seem like there's a big massive build over here. So we now have our glazed honey lamb, I think it is. I'm not too sure what it was. Okay, so it's an actual item. I did not know that, and I now have a bowl. Oh, there we go. I ate it. That's kind of cool. So where did it go? I got a bone from it. But now leaving the restaurant, we have some good food sources. And I think that's also where we're going to end the video. It's pretty good to see what other people are up to on the server as well. Building restaurants, railway tracks, and quite a lot of farms and things like that. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.